Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Hello everyone. Yeah, the matter is going on and on and on, and the debate still continues if it was within the president's right to carry out an order, to issue an order regarding lockdown of Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun states. Many people, well-meaning Nigerians, both the influential ones and every sector, are speaking regarding Buhari's action of speaking in that regards. Here today, it's another further reaction and a lawsuit following. This is getting interesting. Yeah, may we go to the news of today. By the way, wherever you are all over the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you are well and you are doing okay. God bless you. Nigerian lawyer vows to sue President Muhammadu Buhari for ordering lockdown in Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun states. A constitutional lawyer, human rights activist, and national legal advisor of the African Congress ACC, Barrister Enigbe Eflong, has vowed to challenge President Muhammadu Buhari on his order to lock down Lagos State, Abuja, and Ogun State during his live broadcast. Eflong's submitted that his move to order immediate lockdown of these states for 14 days was unconstitutional and did not have the approval of the National Assembly as stipulated by the 1999 Constitution amended. Read his submission. After a deep reflection on President Muhammadu Buhari's decision to lock down all movement in Lagos, Ogun, and Abuja by President filed flat for 14 days, I have resolved to challenge this unconstitutional act in court. No responsible, democratic, and civilized country would throw his constitution and law into the dustbin in an effort to tackle a pandemic like COVID-19. The way President Muhammadu Buhari has done, freedom of movement is a fundamental human right guaranteed by Section 41 of the Nigerian Constitution. Why is it not considered when he went ahead and just makes a pronouncement? Section 45 of the Constitution is clear to the effect that freedom of movement can only be taken away in the manner allowed by law that is reasonably justified in a democratic society. Buhari has not relied on any law or related to them in any way, form, or kind. No law has been passed by the National Assembly to empower Buhari to lock down Nigeria in any part. Therefore, on no account of coronavirus should Buhari go ahead and do that. Buhari hasn't issued regulations as required under the quarantine law. The president has not declared a state of emergency in Ogun, Lagos, or Abuja. There are procedures and ways to follow before he goes ahead and issue a lockdown for 14 days. If Buhari is convinced that extraordinary measures are needed to contain coronavirus, the proper action would have been for him to issue an instrument publication in the official magazines and papers of the government and make a proclamation of the statement of emergency in Lagos, Ogun, and Abuja. By Section 305, 6b of the Constitution, such proclamation should cease to have effect if it is not approved by the resolution of the National Assembly within 2 days, where the National Assembly in session, or within 10 days, where the National Assembly is not in session, for them to have a time to have a look at it. He cannot have an absolute right on words just to play with and gamble along with words. By Section 305 of the Constitution, the details of such proclamation can include extraordinary measures like lockdown. That is when that comes in. But the procedure is declaring a state of emergency first of all, getting the approval of the National Assembly. Him declaring the state of emergency gives the National Assembly time to look at it and to look at the issues surrounding why there is an emergency. Those who said that the rule of law is useless because of the pandemic are mistaken. There is no exception to the rule of law in the constitutional democracy. It's a due process that has to be followed. Buhari could have asked the Senate President and Speaker of the National Assembly to convey the National Assembly to approve a state of emergency. He could have simply issued regulations to quarantine acts, but instead he went the usual way, declaring words without having a thought. But the option he has gone for is not the acceptable one. As a resident of Lagos State, I am directly affected by the legal action of the president. I will seek I will seek readiness in court either before or after expiration of the unconstitutional lockdown, since there is no limitation of time with respect to fundamental human rights. President Muhammadu Buhari can either retract his unconstitutional step immediately or follow due process of law or face an impending legal action. The choice is his. Don't see lawyers, they lawyer up to attack President Muhammadu Buhari, say, wetin you talk, we not like him. How you go talk, say, me then lock down Ogun State, Lagos and Abuja. What is your reason? Why do you have to go in that route? If peradventure you have to go in that line, no problem. You must follow due and legal process. You can't just wake up one morning, say one thing they happen, so maybe then just lock down. It's a rule of law, now rule of law and must be obeyed. Now the matter where we did be this, so this lawyer, Mr. F. Long, said Buhari did not do the right thing, and as a result, so this lawyer say Buhari has acted out of his jurisdiction even as the president of the country. He's not supposed to go ahead and just proclaim an absolute right and say, oh yes, there should be a lockdown or a shutdown or this or that. That is beyond his jurisdiction and he should not have acted in that act or capacity. Well, he gave condition to Muhammadu Buhari, say he can either retrace his step, he can go back and do the due process, first of all making another public announcement. By the way, I'm not sure say you get down because this message is a pre-recorded message, because the things when even talk there gave him away. It says school children feeding in school continue. Meanwhile, everybody did quarantine. So we don't know who they school, who they feed. There is so many inconsistency with the statement, and the person that wrote it for him, apparently Abba Karim is not around, who is his lawyer, who stays by his side, who helps him with this technical bits, is not around. So the person that wrote this speech for him that they pre-recorded to try to convince Nigeria that Buhari is in the country and that is well and healthy did not adequately give us the due, did not adequately give us the correct proceedings as to this matter. So if you wait for Buhari to come make another official announcement, I'm not sure say you go get them. This is just me saying it anyway. This is the issue reaching us on ground that Abakari is still being quarantined. And yesterday, don't forget that the Lagos State Commissioner of Health say in none of where the guy day and now Abakari. I remember say now they help Buhari with all those kind matter. Now they put Buhari through. Now go help him, logistically, put the matter up. We say he go fee talk this thing. But whoever do this statement for not consider rule of law, Abakari still dey quarantine, and also was not able to help him look at the facts before he went on air. So now the matter be this way they reach us. So Buhari now don't get lost to slam on him. Say he'll be taken to courts. Nigerians, and so we see him. I don't know what you think about this matter, what your thoughts are, but we are looking at it together, and I want you to have a think Some people are saying it's right, some are saying it's not right. It's been mixed reactions. But what we heard the vice president said yesterday was, and this kind of thing has happened before, but in the colonial days. That is when we were under the colonial rule, when British was ruling us. Should we go back to such days? Is the question on everybody's lips. Why, well, Nigerians are saying all over the country that what Buhari said was not constitutional. Well, leave me your thoughts. Don't forget to like and share. God bless you. Have a good day. Don't forget, be health conscious, so and look after yourself. Have a good day. Bye.